1 mark. In chapter 1 totally all bits we completed and rounding off numbers in the previous class we completed. Third and fourth bit, that is the exercise 1D mark. Now here page number 19 mark. Page number 19, they given practice section. Okay, now practice section is nothing but whatever we learned in the exercises, that only they given here, ma. Okay, now practice section page number 19. That is the first bit I am going to write on the board, ma. Now what they given first bit means, using the Indian place value chart, write numbers after putting commas between each period and also write the number name. Means we have to put the commas and also number name also we have to write, ma. Now they given see. Using the Indian place value chart, write numbers after putting commas between each period and also write number name. Okay, now in that textbook like box they given one means we can't write the number name here, place is not sufficient. Okay, now see A, B, C, D, totally they given 4 numbers, now that we have to, they given only number, we have to separate by commas, then we have to write the number name. First A1 they given number is 73,589. Now we have to separate this by commas. How? See, after thousands place we have to give comma, no, 73,589. Okay, now this is we have to write again the number name of this one. See, SEVENT, write 70, THREP 73, THOUSAND 1000, 73,000, F5E5, HUNDRED 100, 500, EIGHTYIT, NINE9. Okay, now see 73,589. Now you know already in the previous classes, first exercise 1 we completed this number names writing. We have to identify the place values. See, we have to see the which this one using Indian place value chart they given. Okay, now in the Indian place value chart, what are the terms? Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s. Now where we have to give comma after the thousands place. Okay, now after the thousands place, how the periods are divided in the place value chart, you know, like that we have to see and we have to give the comma. Okay, now next B1 they given 89 lakh 5,608. Now give commas. Here also same. Where you will give comma after lakhs place and after thousands place. Okay, 89 lakh 5,608. Okay, now write this the number name of this one. EIGHTYIT, NINE9 89, LAK next lakh 89 lakh, F5E5 200, FIFTEEN 15. Okay, now this is the number names and giving the commas of the given numbers. See, this is totally 4 problems they given in the practice section. First big one. This is using Indian place value chart. Okay, now already we completed this one in the exercise. This is the practice section is nothing but whatever we completed in the exercises that only repeatedly they given another bits. Okay, now just you have to remember the place value chart. Then only you can write this one. You have to remember the Indian place value chart and also India international place value chart. Okay, now this is the first bit. We'll go for the second bit. I write on the board. Now see my second bit using the international place value chart. Write the numbers after putting the commas and the number name. Same bit ma, but you have to write in the international system. They give A, B, C problem, 3 problem C. How you will read this number ma? First mark the place values here. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, 100,000s of the million. Okay, now see this is the international place value chart. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 100,000s, millions. Okay, now okay. Now how we will read this number now? 4,305,460. How we will write now this one? These are now we have to what we have to do now? We have to give commas. Now 4 million, million after we have to give comma and 305,000 after 1,000 we have to give comma. Next 460. Okay, now write this one. The number names here. For you are 4 million, MILLION, 4 million. Now see THRED, HUNDRED, 100, 300, 4 million, 300, FIVD 5,000, 4 million, 300, 5,000, FOUR 4, HUNDRED 100, 400, SISTY 60. Okay, now see 4 million, 300, 5,000, 460. Like this we have to read the number and like this we have to write the number name of the given one. Next B1 they given. Now mark the place values for this. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions, 10 millions. Okay, now 10 millions means this is the 94,156,781. See, after the thousands place we have to give comma, after millions place after millions place and after thousands place we have to give comma. See, write the number name of this. NINEPY 90, FOUR 4, 94 million, 94 million, 156,000, 781. Okay, now this is the number name of the given number. Now see 94,156,791. Next C1 they given. See, first we have to mark the place values, then only you can identify the number and number name. Okay, now see ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions, 10 millions. 35 million, 35 million, SISTY 60, SCVN 7, 67, THOUSAN 1000, 67,000, EIGHDI, HUNDRED 100, 800, NINETY 90, SIS 6. Okay, now see 35,067,896. This is the numbering of the given number. This is using the international place value chart. Now just you have to remember this is the practice section only. Okay, now remaining problems are there. That one I will show you in the textbook. That is the page number 20. Write the following numbers in the expanded notation and numbers in short form is there. This all I will show you in the textbook now. Okay, now see ma, write the following numbers in their expanded notation. You know how to write the expanded forms. Okay, now ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Now see ma, write the following numbers in the expanded notation. See ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. What is after 10,000s? What is the place values ma? Indian system 10,000s after lakhs. Okay, now see. Now we have to write the number in the expanded form. See 7 lakh plus 80,000 plus 9,000 plus 100 plus 50 plus 6. Okay, now this is the expanded form. Okay, next one same. This is also ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, lakhs is nothing but 8 lakhs. 8 lakhs plus 90,000 plus 1,000 plus 600 plus 40 plus 0. Okay, now this is the expanded form. Now next one, see, write the following numbers in their short form. 7 lakh, 8,000, 7 tens, 9 ones is there. 7 lakhs. Okay, lakhs after in the 10,000s place there is no number. Means what you have to do ma? 0. Okay, now 7 lakh, 8,000. 8,000 after in the hundreds place they did not give any number, no? 0 you have to write. Now 79. See, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, lakh. 7 lakh, 8,079. Okay. Now 9 10,000s. 9 10,000s are nothing but what ma? 90,000, no? Plus 7,000s. Plus 5 tens means 50 plus 3 ones is 3. Means what is a number my here? 97,000. In the hundreds place they did not given any number. 0 here. 53. 97,053. Okay, now 10,000s are 90,000. 7,000s are 7,000. And 5 tens is nothing but 50. 3 ones is 3. Okay, now next one is fill in the blank. See, the next bit what ma? Fill in the blank. The largest 4-digit number formed by 0, 7, 0, 9, 7 and 5 without repeating the digits. Now if we to find out the largest 4-digit number, what we will use ma? Descending order. Means big to small we have to write. Now here zeros, 9, 7, 5. In this 9 is the first greater digit. Now next 750. 9,750 is the largest 4-digit number formed by the digits. Okay, now? Okay, now the smallest 4-digit number having 4 different digits is, means the smallest 4-digit number. We can write the smallest 4-digit number means 1,293. Different digit, anything we can write ma. Okay, now for example I written this one, 1,293. That is the smallest 4-digit number. Okay. Now the successor of 9999. Successor is nothing but next number. No, means next number of 9999 is what ma? 10,000. Okay, next the predecessor of 9999. Predecessor is nothing but before number. Okay, na the 9998 is the predecessor of the 9999. Now the smallest 6-digit number. The smallest 6-digit number is what? Now see ma, the smallest 6-digit number they are asking. In the previous classes we learned smallest number, greatest number, 5 digit, 6 digit, 7 digit. Totally, did you remember? I will show you once page ma, in which page we learn this one. Okay na? See ma, here in the page number 6, in the page number 6 we learned this one. See, 5 digit number, 6 digit, 7 digit and 5, 6, 7 digit numbers. In this the 6 digit number, see here next one is 6 digit number. In the 6 digit number, which is the, see the largest 6 digit number is 99 lakh. Means here in the page number, you see page number 6 ma, in the page number 6, see this is the new place called lakhs place. This is the 6 digit number. See, 1 lakh is the smallest 6 digit number. Okay na, 1 lakh is the smallest 6 digit number. There we will write ma. Now the smallest 6 digit number is what ma? 1 lakh. This is the 1 lakh ma, the smallest 6 digit number is 1 lakh. Now next one, see the write the successor and predecessor of the following numbers. Here number they given, we have to write the predecessor is nothing but before number, successor is nothing but after number. Now see here ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 10,000s after lakhs. 3,78,999. 999 before number is 998. No, see 3,78,998 is the predecessor. Next here 999 after number, next number will go for next 1000. No, means 3,79,000 is the correct answer ma. 3,79,000. 8,999 after number is 9,000. Okay, here next one, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, lakhs. 5 lakhs here. For 5 lakhs, what is the before number ma? 4,99,999. Okay na, if we'll add 1 for this, we'll get the 5 lakh. No, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s after lakhs. 4,99,999. Now see ma, this the predecessor. Now successor means next number. No, what you will write ma, next number? See 5 lakh 1 it is. 5 lakh 1 is the successor of this number. This is the 4,99,999 is the predecessor. 5 lakh 1 is the successor. Okay, next here ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 10,000s, lakh. Okay, now 7,35,899 means 7,35,899 before number 898 ma. Okay, next here next number of this is 900. No, 7,35,900. Okay, now this is the successor. 7,35,900. This is about the successors and predecessors. Now next round off is the given. Now 359, 782 nearest tens ma. Now we have to round off these two numbers. We have to round up to nearest tens. Okay, now this bit I will explain you in the next class ma. Okay na. This one bit is left ma. I will explain this bit in the next class on the board only ma. We can't write here no. I will explain this bit on the board in the next class. Up to now we completed practice section up to 6 bits ma. Remaining 7th bit is there. Tomorrow I will explain this one ma. Thank you.
Good morning. here we started the topic that is life in the northern plains. We completed the states. See which states are located in the northern plains. Yes, Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Assam. These are the states that are located in the northern plains. So we completed Punjab, Haryana, Delhi. Now I am going to start Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh. So Uttar Pradesh is the state from the northern plains only. So concentrate here. Uttar Pradesh is a large and thickly populated state. Its capital is Lucknow. So Uttar Pradesh is a large state and it is thickly populated. What is meant by the thickly populated? Means so many people will live in that state. That is called thickly populated. Means so many people, most of the people. Okay. So it is thickly populated state. And what is the capital of Uttar Pradesh here? Lucknow. What is the capital of Uttar Pradesh, ma? Lucknow. The capital of Uttar Pradesh is Lucknow. The land in Uttar Pradesh is very fertile as the state is situated in the Ganga basin. So here the land, whatever the land is there in the Uttar Pradesh, it is very fertile, ma. It is very fertile. Why it is very fertile? Why? Because this Uttar Pradesh state is watered by the Ganga basin. It is situated in the Ganga basin. When we call it as Ganga basin, when the particular region is watered by the river or the tributary of the river, we call it as basin. No? So Uttar Pradesh, it is situated in the Ganga basin. That's why the land is very fertile in the Uttar Pradesh. What is meant by the fertile land? Why it means that it is very fertile, it is very suitable for growing the crops. Why? Because Ganga river while flowing, it will bring the silt from the Himalayas. That silt will be situated in that land. That's why the land will become very fertile. So in the Uttar Pradesh, the land is very fertile. Why? Because it is watered by or it is situated in the Ganga basin. And what is the capital of Uttar Pradesh? It is Lucknow. Okay. Leather, metal and textiles are some of the major industries. So what are the industries that are based in Uttar Pradesh? Industries. Okay, industries are nothing but factories. So which industries are there in the Uttar Pradesh? Leather, metal, textiles. Textiles is nothing but clothing. Metals, you know, leather means this type of clothing only. So these are the industries that are based in the Uttar Pradesh. These are the important industries. What are that? Leather, metal and textiles. These are the industries of the Uttar Pradesh. The main languages spoken are Hindi and Urdu. Diwali, Holi, Dasara, Eid and Christmas are the main festivals. So here, what are the important languages? What are the languages spoken here? Hindi and Urdu. Hindi and Urdu. And what are the important festivals? The festivals, important festivals celebrated manufacturing we will call, no? So leather industry, metal industry and textile industries are based in the Uttar Pradesh. And which are the important festivals? Here the people of Uttar Pradesh, they will celebrate the important festivals for them are Diwali, Holi, Dussehra, Eid and Christmas. These are the important festivals celebrated by the people of Uttar Pradesh. Okay na? Next, Allahabad, Varanasi, Agra and Kanpur are some important cities. So here, which are the important cities, ma? Important cities. Allahabad, Varanasi, Agra, Kanpur. These are the important cities from the Uttar Pradesh state. What are the important cities? Allahabad, Varanasi, Agra, Kanpur. These are the important cities from the Uttar Pradesh. Okay. The rivers Ganga and Yamuna meet at the Sangam in Allahabad. It is considered to be the holy place by the Hindus. So why this Allahabad is very important city? Why? Because here the rivers Ganga and Yamuna will meet better. Ganga river and Yamuna river. The river Ganga and Yamuna, they will meet at one place in the Allahabad. Suppose, see, this is Ganga river, this is Ganga, this is Yamuna. So what will happen in the Allahabad? These two rivers will meet at one place in the Allahabad. That's why it is very important and holy place. Means the people will worship. Okay, this is very holy place. This is considered to be a holy place by the Hindu people. Okay, now, so we completed about Uttar Pradesh. Now we will start about Bihar now. Next, the state in the northern plains is Bihar now. Next state is Bihar. We completed about Uttar Pradesh now. Now next state from the northern plains is Bihar. Bihar is towards the east of Uttar Pradesh. It is also situated in the Ganga basin and is a thickly populated state. Its capital is Patna. So where Bihar is located? Bihar is towards the east of Uttar Pradesh. Just now we discussed about the Uttar Pradesh state, no? So Bihar is to the east of Uttar Pradesh. To the east direction of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar state is located and it is also situated in the Ganga basin. Okay, Bihar state also it is situated in the Ganga basin. Means what? This Bihar state is also watered by the Ganga river. Okay, and it is thickly populated state. Bihar is also thickly populated. Means so many people will live in the Bihar. Okay, and what is the capital of Bihar? Patna. Patna is the capital of Bihar. Already we discussed that northern plains are here whatever the industries are there that are related to the agriculture only. Okay, and what are the languages here? What are the languages here? Hindi, Urdu, Maithili are the main languages of the state. And festivals I am writing here: Eid, Diwali and Dasara. And important traditional festival here is important traditional festival is Chhath. Okay, ma? See, in the Bihar, what are the languages that are spoken by the people of Bihar? Hindi, Urdu, Maithili. These are the languages that are spoken by the people of Bihar. What are that? Hindi, Urdu and Maithili. Okay? And what are the festivals celebrated here? Important festivals: Eid, Diwali and Dasara. Okay? These are Eid, Diwali and Dasara are the important festivals. And one more traditional festival is there, that is called Chhath. Okay? The important traditional festival of Bihar is Chhath. Okay? And Nalanda and Bodh Gaya are cities of historical importance in Bihar. So important cities I am writing here. What are the important cities? Nalanda, Bodh Gaya. These are the cities of historical importance. Means it is there in the history ma. Okay? These are the cities of the historical importance. Okay? These are the important cities from the Bihar. Okay? What we learned about the Bihar? What is the capital of Bihar? It is Patna, and it is based in the Ganga basin. Okay? And soil is very fertile. So it is much suitable for agriculture. So whatever the industries are there, that is based on the agriculture only. Okay? And important languages are Hindi, Urdu and Maithili. And important festivals are Eid, Diwali and Dasara. And the most important festival from Bihar is Chhath. Important cities of the historical importance is Nalanda and Bodh Gaya. Okay, ma? This is okay, ma? Jharkhand we completed. Sorry, Bihar we completed. Next state is Jharkhand. Next state is Jharkhand. You see, the capital of this new state is Ranchi. What is the capital of Jharkhand, ma? Ranchi. The capital of Jharkhand is Ranchi. And Jharkhand is very rich in mineral deposits such as coal, iron, copper and aluminium ores. So, Jharkhand, the land in the Jharkhand is very rich in minerals, ma. Rich in minerals. Which are the minerals? Coal, iron, copper and aluminium ores. Here, what are the ores are there? Rich in minerals, coal, iron, copper and aluminium ores. What is mean by ore? When we dig the land, we can find this type of minerals. What are the minerals this Jharkhand land is rich in? Coal, iron, copper and aluminium ores are there in the state Jharkhand. Okay? And one of India's largest steel plants is located at Bokaro in Jharkhand. So, one of the India's largest steel plant is located in the Jharkhand only. Okay? One of India's largest steel plant. Largest steel plant is located in the Jharkhand only at Bokaro. Bokaro. Okay? One of the India's largest steel plant, it is situated in the Jharkhand state, Bokaro city. Okay, now? So what we learned about Jharkhand, it is very simple. It is a new state that is formed in India. chart. Sixth one is Nalanda. Bodh Gaya. Last one Bokaro. Okay, ma. These are the hard words. Okay, see the first one, Lucknow. 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 Populated. 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 Next, Sangam. 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 Varanasi. 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 Chart. CHHATT. Chart. CHHATT. Chart. Nalanda. 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 Bodh Gaya. BODH. Bodh. GAYA. Gaya. Bodh Gaya. BODH. Bodh. GAYA. Gaya. Bodh Gaya. Bokaro. 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 Okay, ma. Steel plant. One more is there. Steel plant. STEEL. Steel. PLANT. Plant. STEEL. Steel. PLANT. Plant. Steel plant. STEEL. Steel. PLANT. Plant. Okay, these are the hard words. Now I'll give you homework. Lesson 4 you have to read from the textbook and same homework you do in us 2 times. Okay, ma? Thank you.
Okay, good morning children. Good morning beta. We have started the 4th lesson. What is the 4th lesson? States of matter. What we have seen in this, what matter is we have seen. Yes or no? Yes. What matter is? Matter is made up of tiny particles. They are called as molecules. This we have seen. And states of matter are having 3 states. What are the 3 states? Solids, liquids, and gas. We have seen these 3 states. Yes or no? There are 3 states. What are they? Solid, liquid and gas. In this we have completed the solids and gases, solid, liquid and gases. And we have seen in this what we have got beta. Gases can flow more easily than liquid. This also we have seen. And changes of matters. In this we have seen the what? This also we have completed. Changes of matter. Yes or no? Yes. What are the changes of the state of matter which can changes from one form to another when we heat or cool? For example, we have ice. Ice changes to water. Yes or no? Yes. And when it is heated. So in this we have seen the what? 3 forms: solid to liquid, second liquid to gas, and today's topic is gas to liquid. We will see now. Okay, gas to when we cool a gas, it changes to its liquid form. When we cool a gas, what will happen? It changes into its liquid form. It will changes to liquid form. Okay. So for example, we take water vapor. Water vapor changes to water on cooling. See here. Water vapor changes to water. Yes, we have seen this. When it is cool, we have taken one lid now. We have kept the gas, we have kept boiling water. On that we kept one lid. After that lid we have seen some drops of water. After cooling, what happened? This cooling water has came as called as water. Yes or no? Yes. So the process by which a gas changes to a liquid is called condensation. This process is known as what called the process by which, I will write here, the process by which a gas is changing. Gas change to a liquid. This is called as a condensation. This is called as a condensation. What is known as condensation, beta? The process by which a gas changes to a liquid is called a condensation. Okay, we have seen the evaporation, melting. In this, what we have seen first? This is, we have seen the melting. Next one, gas is evaporation. Till condensation we have seen the process by which, see here, the process by which a liquid changes to a solid form is called a freezing. Yes or no? Yes. So when we cool a liquid, it changes to its solid form better. When we cool it, it forms a solid form. So if water changes to ice on cooling. So this the process by which a liquid changes to a solid is called as a freezing. Okay. What we have seen today? What we have seen, learn better. These 4 topics we have gone to this, and next I will show how a picture is given once. See here, ice, solid, ice. This is a ice beta. This is ice, and we kept another glass. After some, what happened when we heat it? After melting, it came into water. This ice, what happened? Solid. This solid to liquid came. So it is a melting. It is a melting. Then after melting, what we have done? We have evaporated this water. We have on the gas we kept. So what happened? Water vapors are coming outside. You have seen here. In the picture you can see the evaporations. So this is the evaporation. After melting, evaporation is liquid to gas. Okay, from liquid to gas, again what happened? Gas to liquid we came. From gas we came to liquid form. That is called as a condensation. After liquid form, this water liquid we kept for cooling beta. We kept for cooling. So this is called as a freezing. So it came into ice. This became into solid. Okay. This we are learning in this lesson when water can change into by 3 states beta. Yes or no? Solid to liquid, liquid to gas, gas to liquid, and liquid to solid. Okay. Now the next we'll see that this here checkpoints is given beta. I will say in the Zoom class these answers. Okay. Next, depending on now usefulness or change of matters, we'll see. Okay. Now I'll write this and we will go for the usefulness of changes. Usefulness of change of matter. So depending on the temperature, water can change better. Depending on the temperature. Water can change to any one of 3 states. Water will change in 3 states. What are the 3 states? They are liquids, liquid, bracket I am writing water. Next solid, solid is ice and vapor or vapor. It is a steam, means it can change into gas. Yes or no? Yes. So what we are saying, water is in each of this state. Water in each of this state. So water in each of the state. This state is useful to us. These three states also water is useful for us. So many metals such as iron, copper and aluminium can melt. In what happened? In metals also are there metals. Some metals are there. What are the metals? I will say iron, copper, aluminium, these all will melt metal. All will melt. They can melt. Okay, so they can be shaped into different things such as atoms and wires. We can do this. If we can melt we can change the shapes also for this. In different shapes we can do it. For this, we can use as a utensils and wires. So we can change the different shapes. For example, we can make as a example utensils. Utensils can make and wire, etc. I am saying this all we can make. So metals can be shaped into different things. So next we will go for the dissolving solids in water. Next topic is this topic over. Next topic is dissolving solids in water. So substances that dissolve in water are called soluble substances. What is the dissolving solids in water? Whatever will dissolve in water, the substances which can dissolve in water is known as a soluble substances. For example, what can be sand can dissolve? No. So sugar and salt, these both only can dissolve in water. Yes or no? It is a soluble in water. So sugar and salt are the water. They are the soluble in water. So substances that do not dissolve in water are called insoluble. So this what is this? This can dissolve. Yes or no? Now some substances are there. Substances that do not dissolve. They do not dissolve in water. Are insoluble substances. For example, I am saying what is the example for this? Chalk, sand. These are the examples better. They cannot dissolve in water. In sugar and salt, water is, these are the substances they can dissolve. Substances that they can dissolve. That dissolves in water. They are called as a soluble acid. Yes Yes or no? Yes, soluble substances. The example is known for this sugar and salt. And these are they do not dissolve. They are known as the insoluble substances. For example, chalk piece and sand beta. They cannot dissolve in water. So here an activity is given beta. Take a glass of water. I am taking a glass of water at activity 4. Activity 4 is there. So take a glass of water. I have taken the water glass of and put a teaspoon of sugar. I poured sugar here. Yes or no? I kept the sugar. And also 9 is the stearate. 9 is the stearate. What will happen? Taste it. It will become the water will stir it total well. And taste it. Taste is sweet. After some time, what will if it taste it will be how the water will become? The water will become very sweet. Yes or no? Yes. Can you see the sugar in the water now? Can you see the sugar in the water? No, we cannot see the sugar. Whereas the sugar has gone into, it has dissolved in the water. That the sugar has dissolved in water. That is known as a soluble substances. Now when sugar is mixed with water, its molecules occupy the empty spaces better. Yes, I will show one picture is given. See here in the textbook. So when sugar is mixed with water beta, its molecules occupy the spaces, empty space, and the present between the molecules. Yes or no? The molecule, present molecule between the molecules of water. See, the blue color are water molecules and red color are the sugar molecules. Yes or no? You are seeing now. So here the sugar molecules occupy the empty space. Sugar molecules apply taking the empty spaces between the water molecules. Yes or no? So a solid that dissolves in a liquid is called as a solid. What are the solid? Water. Now we are learning about soluble, solid, and now I am going to say about the solid. Solid is what? A solid dissolves in water. A solid dissolves. That dissolves in a liquid form. In a liquid is called a solute. So a solid that dissolves in a liquid is called a solid. Now what is known as solvent? A liquid in which a solid dissolves. What is the next one? Solvent. What is the next one? Solvent. Okay, now I am going to say about solvent. What is solvent? A liquid in which a solid dissolves. Is called a solvent. Okay, so example is what better. So the liquid we get is when a solid dissolves in a solvent is called a solution. Both we are dissolving now. Solid we are taking and solvent we are taking. Yes or no? Both we are dissolved in a water is known as a solution. So here I am saying for example sugar. Sugar is a what? It is a solute. Sugar is a solute. Yes or no? Yes. And water is what? Water is a solvent. And the sweet, what the sweet water is known as a solution. Yes or no? Yes. So we have taken water to solute. We mixed. Then after mixing, what happens nicely? It came water. Total mixed. It has sugar and solvent. Water has mixed. Next, after mixing, what happens? the water has become very sweet. Yes or no? So it is not called as a solution. Sugar plus water is equal to solution. See here. Sugar plus water is equal to what happened? Solution. See here. Solute plus solvent is equal to solution. So solute, then solvent, then solution. Okay? Okay, beta. With this we have completed the lesson. What we have learned in this lesson is all things that we are seeing around us are made up of matter only. Matter exists in three states. What are the three states? Solid, liquid, and gases. Yes or no? Yes. The states of matter can change from one form to another. This what are the three states are there? That will change from one form to another. So substances that dissolve in water are called soluble substances. Yes or no? Then so substances that do not dissolve in water, insoluble substances, the liquid which we get when a solute dissolves in water, solvent is called a solution. We have seen this all now. Solute plus solvent plus is equal to solution. Okay? Okay, better now into the hard words. Take your classes. Okay, take your books, better. Write the hard words, lesson name and hard words. First one, condensation. C-O-N-D-E-N-S-A-T-I-O-N. Condensation. Second, F-R-E-E-Z-I-N-G. Freezing. F-R-E-E-Z-I-N-G. Freezing. Next one, temperature. T-E-M-P-E-R-A-T-U-R-E. Temperature. Next, metals. M-E-T-A-L-S. Metals. Fifth one, you can write as a soluble. S-O-L-U-A-B-L-E. Soluble. Okay. Sixth one, insoluble. I-N-S-O-L-U-A-B-L-E. Insoluble. Next, molecules. M-O-L-E-C-U-L-E. Molecule. Next, dissolves. D-I-S-S-O-L-V-E-S. Dissolves. Ninth one, solvent. S-O-L-V-E-N-T. Solvent. Tenth one, S-O-L-U-T-E. Solute. Okay, once again say with me. C-O-N-D-E-N-S-A-T-I-O-N. Condensation. C-O-N-D-E-N-S-A-T-I-O-N. Condensation. Next, F-R-E-E-Z-I-N-G. Freezing. F-R-E-E-Z-I-N-G. Freezing. T-E-M-P-E-R-A-T-U-R-E. Temperature. T-E-M-P-E-R-A-T-U-R-E. Temperature. Next, M-E-T-A-L-S. Metals. M-E-T-A-L-S. Metals. Next, S-O-L-U-A-B-L-E. Soluble. S-O-L-U-A-B-L-E. Soluble. I-N-S-O-L-U-A-B-L-E. Insoluble. I-N-S-O-L-U-A-B-L-E. Insoluble. M-O-L-E-C-U-L-E. Molecule. M-O-L-E-C-U-L-E. Molecule. Next, D-I-S-S-O-L-V-E-S. Dissolves. D-I-S-S-O-L-V-E-S. Dissolves. S-O-L-V-E-N-T. Solvent. S-O-L-V-E-N-T. Solvent. S-O-L-U-T-E. Solute. S-O-L-U-T-E. Solute. Okay? Now I am going to homework beta. Same homework. One time in classwork, write neatly and keep forming the homework group beta. Okay? Thank you, children.